So crows are omnivores, so they eat plant material and as well as meat products. In the wild, they will eat everything from berries and nuts to small birds and mammals, that kind of thing. During the spring, when they're raising their babies, you will see them actually stealing baby nestlings and squirrels and rabbits. What I do for the crows here is I try and give them a balanced diet. This is omnivore diet from Missouri. This is for animals that are omnivores like the crows. Get it wet, soak it a little bit, break it up for them, and then I add egg, either hard-boiled or scrambled. They're getting scrambled today. And corn is one of their favorite things to eat, so they get corn from the cob. They're also getting blueberries, and then I have a kitten mix that's a frozen meat product that they also get that they really like as well.
How many crows do you have in care right now?
Right now I have 12 crows in care. 3 are adults and the rest are babies, juveniles, that have come down from the nest, and the parents don't go back to feed them for whatever reason. So they've come into care because of that. Some of them have injuries. The majority of them are just found on the ground and depressed because they're not up there with their parents.
So how much of this food do you go through a day for 12 crows?
Typically, there's 3 ears of corn, 9 eggs, pretty much almost an egg a piece, about a pint of blueberries, and probably 4 or 5 ounces of this kitten mix. And then obviously I will give them different things during the day so they don't get bored with their diet, because they are very intelligent birds and they do get bored quickly. So this is basically what they get.
How long do most of the crows end up staying with you before they're released if they're young when they come in?
If they're young when they come in, they stay till they're 6 months old. And they are usually released in groups because they have real strong family bonds. So while they're not with their original families, they do form family groups here as they're in their facility. And so I release them together. I actually have crows from last year that show up occasionally here and stop by and say hi, basically.
Say hi, ask for some more of this delicious food?
No, they don't ask for food because they're self-sufficient, thank goodness, because then it would be like a whole lot more to feed.
Is that the crow that we're hearing now?
Yes, that is a crow, baby crow. So, and baby crows are actually born and have blue eyes. As they turn into sub-adults, their eyes turn dark, so they're almost black. So that's how you can tell a baby crow. The other way you can tell if it's a juvenile crow is that it doesn't have enough flight feathers to get around, or his tail is very short. And actually, when we get ready to feed them, I can pull one out and I can show you what inappropriate feeding from the parents looks like in these crows.
So if someone finds a crow that they are concerned about or not sure if it needs help, what should they do?
They should contact a wildlife rehabilitator. There's several of us in the area that actually work with crows. You can always get a hold of Tree. We can actually, if it's something that we're not able to take at the time, we can point you in the right direction. And that was the corn that went in, which they super love.
Makes it look a little more appetizing to me.
It does. They eat better than I do. They really, really do. All the animals here typically eat better than the humans here.
Can you take donations of things like eggs or corn if somebody is raising that themselves?
We can. We can take donations of food. We do have, right now we do have limited space. We are looking to get another refrigerator so that we can actually maintain critter food in it. We need a bigger one. Right now we've got a small refrigerator. We're looking for a bigger one.
So if somebody wants to donate a larger refrigerator, you would also accept that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so that's everything except for the kitten mix.
This is going to make it look unappetizing to me.
Well, yes. But it's a necessary thing. This is a frozen food actually that's made for cats. We buy it locally at Central Meat Packing, So if anybody wanted to donate some, they could go to Central Meat Packing and find it in their frozen section. And if you wanted to feed it to your cats, they would like it too. This is balanced. It does have the correct calcium phosphorus ratio that the crows need to grow, so we don't have to worry too much about adding a whole lot of vitamins in that to their food. And I really like this because I don't have to sit there and make it. So basically we thaw it, tear it up in little chunks, and then they will go through and pick out what they want. We like to give them a variety.
Do your adult crows and your young crows eat the same food?
Yes, they do. Because basically what the adults bring back to the nest is what they typically eat in the wild. So whatever they eat, their babies eat.
Bird regurgitation. Yum.
Well, they actually can bring back whole prey items to the nest. Things like small rabbits and birds and stuff like that. They'll bring back to the nest and pick it apart for the children.
So if I have mice and voles in my yard, should I be happy to have crows as well?
Absolutely. They'll help keep those down, as well as everybody else that eats moles and voles and mice. So that's our attractive lunch for the crows.
Delicious.
Yum. They might go right out. Yeah, there's usually. So typically these guys are going for the meat first because they really, really like it. Then they'll go for the eggs, and then the berries, and then the omnivore diet. Typically in that order. What you hear from some of these guys is a begging response. The little one at the bottom there is begging the adult to feed him. And they will usually learn really quickly that the food's in the dish, not in the adult's mouth.
Do you have to worry when you have a bunch of animals together that everyone is getting a chance to get some food?
I check them every day, so as long as I see them eating and that kind of thing.
Oh, there we go. The little loudmouth is getting food.
He's working on it. Sometimes it takes them a little while to figure it out, but they do figure it out. And sometimes the adults will actually feed them.
I feel like I would feed him just to get him to stop.
Right. They really like that kitten mix, though.
Yeah. I was hoping to get him
actually eating.
Yeah.
He said, "No, I like to scream." But you can tell that these birds are different ages by the feather growth.
Oh yeah, that one in the back corner is a little bit more solid.
Yeah. And their eyes too.
Do you usually wait until they figure it out, or do you sometimes go ahead and feed them?
Sometimes I'll go ahead and feed them. If I haven't seen them start eating, then I'll go ahead and feed them. Like the little dude in the back there that's sitting down hunkered. He just got here last night. Don't put it in the water. Don't put it in the water. Don't put it in the water.
I'm just going to put it in the water.
You do this too. Don't put it in the water.
And drop.
Don't drop it in the water. Just eat it. Oh, you have. Yeah, if they drop it in there, they typically won't pick it out because it's too deep. Hang on, dude, I'll get it for you. Yeah. Come on, man. You want some more? How about some egg? How about this egg? Another piece? He said, no, that was a big piece. No, you can't eat the meat all over. You have to eat the other stuff. That was tasty, huh? Tasty morsel. So they'll go through this probably.